What's up, everybody? So today we're going to take a minute and we're going to go through and I'm going to actually explain to you what people mean when they say that the Philadelphia Eagles offense is likely going to be drastically different this year because of a difference in scheme installment. Easy to say those words, not as easy to sit down and actually physically show you guys what that means. So today, guys, we're going to talk a little bit about play design. We're going to talk about the installs of offense. We're going to actually go through, and I'm going to show you different playbooks across the NFL during different periods of time. I can't just go pull up anyone's playbook from 2026, guys, or else that would defeat the whole damn purpose, wouldn't it? But we're going to go and take a look at that. But let's start off by going over one of the funniest moments I've ever watched and one of the most widely reported West Coast, play calls from a sheet that we've ever seen. Let's get to John Gruden and Chris Sims and what happened down there in Tampa Bay for one of the funniest moments in NFL history. Watch this.
Just go scatter to west right, tight, F left. Yeah. 372 Y stick, Z spot.
Here we go. Scattered. Say it again.
Scatter to west right, tight, F left. 372 Y stick, Z spot.
Here we go. Scattered to
west right tight.
Scattered to west right tight, F left.
Three
372.
Y stick, Z spot.
Z spot. I'm already break.
Hey, yo, Chris. Scatter to the west, right, tight, F left, 372, Y stick, Z spot, my guy. Like, holy hell, do you not know how to read a playbook? Can you not memorize things? That was a bad look, a really bad look. However, that doesn't tell you shit, does it? You have no idea what that means. So I'm going to teach you how to break a actual play call down into its two separate components, and sometimes there's actually three components. I'm going to go over before the end of the video the convoluted nature of the West Coast offense and how it's literally coordinator controlled. What that word means. I know y'all have heard it, coordinator controlled, but I don't think anyone's really showed you guys line by line what the hell that means. I'm going to do that for you today. So let's jump into a playbook, and I'm going to show you from the playbook what the hell this stuff actually is. All right, guys, before anyone can show you anything, you first have to go over, you have to understand the first part of those sentences. You have to understand what the hell the formation call is. And I'm going to take you back to a 1985 San Francisco 49ers playbook. You're going to see the basis and the origins of this system and just how convoluted it can be. And you got to start off by knowing the formation color codes and what they mean, right? So you have red, you have brown, you have green, you have blue, and you have a slot call. Let's just go over some of this real quick. Red, pro set, guys. It means you're splitting the backfield. Brown, it means you're going weak side, right? So that means that essentially your fullback's going to be aligned to the weak. Green is an I formation. Blue is to the strong side, and then you have your slot calls. Single back formations, ace, deuce, tray, flex, flank, twins. Anytime you see that designated, that tells you they're not going to be in 20 personnel or anything like that, or 12 personnel. That's single back stuff, okay? And then you get into your shotgun formation. So, you have gun, tray, deuce, flex. A lot of these coming from the single back formation. It's pretty easy to pick up on, right? Let me show you a little bit here, right? So you have the variations to the formation. So you have pair, you have slot, you have change, you have spread, you have gun, you have nasty, near, far, half, tear. So if you go look up a tear route, guys, you can see that X being 6 yards off, split off of the offensive tackle, and you can see a tear route. You can look that up, guys. There's plenty of things on Google that'll show you a tear route. So change. The halfback and fullback will exchange their position on a change. So let me show you formationally what that looks like in terms of a change. So we're going to scroll down until we see the words change, right, tight, close. Let's talk about what all this means. Change. The fullback and the running back, the halfback, have changed their alignments, if you will, okay? Your right, so your Y tight end is in line to the right. Your tight, everything is tight to formation, okay? And then you're closed off. The Z has closed. Let me show you where you find some of this stuff, guys. We're going to come up here. All right, we're going to look for certain words, right? We're going to look for change, halfback, fullback, exchange positions, right? Then you're looking at things such as, your open, your tight. So here you go, tight, X tightens, close, the Z tightens. We have multiple commands coming out of that, right? Change, halfback, fullback, change, right, okay? So wide receiver is to the right, and then your tight, so X, there you go, in line, close, your Z is closing off formation. That has multiple commands, and just so you can see like red and what that means, guys, let's see if we can't find the red instructions here, and it tells you where you're supposed to be. So, okay. In red, the fullback should be located to the side of the Y. The halfback should be located to the side away from the Y. So if you see the word change, it's telling you they're changing their roles, right? So you see it one more time. Change. Okay, change. So fullback is away from the Y. Halfback is towards the Y. They changed. Right? The inline Y tight end is tight, or I'm sorry, it's to the right of the formation. Tight means the X receiver is in. Close means the Z receiver came in. Right, and closed off the formation to the right. That's what that means. If you break this stuff down, the very first part of a play call is convoluted and as much words as it is, it's just simply telling you the formation, guys. This is just an example of like what it looks like formationally. All right. Now I want to show you where it gets, into the modern game a little bit more. We're getting into the early 2000s now, and you can see the subtle change to things, and you can understand how, number one, the West Coast offense is just a variation of a number system, right? I mean, they do still use numbers to an extent. I do think people often confuse that, but it's Bill Walsh's way of like kind of getting away from the Air Coryell stuff a little bit, but it's still from the basis of the Air Coryell. And I'll show you that in Andy Reid's playbook. This is Andy, guys. So what I want you to see here is this is from a mini camp, okay? And we're going to take a look at what they call this Miami concept, okay? So I want you to come down here to where you see the words Miami, right? So deuce right, scat. Okay, then you see left Miami X3. So deuce right. Okay, deuce right if you're looking on the screen. All right. Scat. And then you're going left Miami X3. Let me break that down, guys. Deuce means 2 by 2. Deuces. 2, 2. 2 by 2 set, right? Now it said the quarters of kind of like the offense is a 2 by 2 set. You can see it in freaking plain language, guys. All right, let me get into what the rest of this says. Okay, right. Where's your tight end, guys? Your tight end is to the right. Okay? Scat. What does scat mean? Scat is the actual protection call, guys. So normally you run jet in the West Coast offense, and jet is just a 6-man protection where you normally have slides. So you have a jet 2 or a jet 3. Scat is similar, but it's normally a 5-man protection. It's not zone-based normally. It's normally man-based, big on big or man on man. And then scat means the running back is essentially going to release for a route, okay? And then you have this designation to where you'll see another direction given after the word scat. You get left or right, and that is super damn important because it tells you which side of the field they're reading to. That's what I can pick up from Andy's system, right? So I see scat left after I've already designated where the tight end's supposed to be. What the hell does that mean? Well, normally when you see another direction, you're either dictating motion or you're dictating read, okay? They're reading left, and I know this because what's the next words? X3. What the hell's the X receiver doing? They're running a 3 route. Why are they using a number system in the West Coast offense? Because Andy be Andy to begin with. But to be honest, guys, the Miami stuff is a lot of shit between the numbers. They do have some outside release stuff. They do run rail and shit like that from this formation, and you do see things like that. However, you can see very cleanly here, like what it is. Like you normally have like some kind of a like over kind of route. Then you have like kind of a deep dig kind of route. Then you have like an angle route or kind of the running back settling down. Or it's a lot of shit between the numbers when you look at the Miami route concept. And by the way, it's not something I was able to search up successfully and find. I don't think this is a widely used thing, and I don't even know if Andy even still uses these concepts in Kansas City currently. I wouldn't really know because I'm not there. I don't get to study their playbook, but you get a lot of like Texas or angle routes. You get a lot of those like sit down kind of routes here. And then you're looking for, are they reading left or right? Because if it's not left, you're not going to see X, right? If it's right, you're going to see the Z, unless switch is there. Know the words and the terminology, guys. I'm going to show you this real quick, okay? So I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to show you when they start flipping over and they're going to go to the Z. So now we got, let me see if I can't find this one. Here you go. Here's Miami Z3, okay? You Deuces right. At this point, you know what that means, guys. 2x2 and the tight ends where, guys? To the right. Y'all got this, man. Deuces right. All right, what's our protection call? Scat. But where are we at now? Scat right, Miami. Scat protection. Reading to the right side, Miami. So what the hell's the Z receiver doing? Z3. There you go. That's what this is, guys. As simple as that. Then you can see you got your kind of your over route or your drag route, however you want to call that, basically. Then you got a dig route. And then this particular time you have basically the receiver, the running back, releasing for that scat angle kind of Texas route to the opposite side this time. Are you guys starting to understand this stuff a little bit more? Because now I'm about to get into some of the most convoluted shit you're ever going to see in your life when it comes to West Coast offenses and the way that they read these damn things out. Because holy convoluted, crazy shit in the NFL, guys. All right, let me get to this one because I'm going to need to actually read the damn thing. It's so convoluted. Tear green, right, followed by left, 97, 96, buster, keep right, left, Y late, fullback slide, X over. All right, let me break this down because honestly, a lot of this shit is the way that it's drawn up in the playbook, not how it would be announced on the field. And I think you kind of have to know this stuff. So let me get to everything that's involved in here because you got multiple parts. You have formation. After formation, you have protection. After protection, you have the route designation. But then you also have the built-in damn alerts and kills in this thing. Holy hell, it's a lot. It's a lot. But the basics are this. The formation is green. I formation, guys, normally in the West Coast offense. Okay? So you got green left. Okay? So what you're going to start off with, even though they say green right, you can see the left is a designation. Remember I told you before that when you have two conflicting, that's motion. So you're going to start off with green left, and then you're moving them to the right. Because we know that the tight end's ending on right. So green left to right. Keep right. That's your protection in the boot action. It's a keep to the right. So it's a boot to the right. Y late. Your Y receivers releasing late into the passing pattern. Fullback slide. The main thing that you're looking here is the X over route. And holy hell, this is convoluted as hell because now I got to tell you guys what the hell the rest of this shit means, okay? Tear is a formation call. I don't know the exact what tear means, guys. I mean, I've never built the playbook, so I don't know what they're telling them to line up in by saying tear, but that's what tear means. It's telling them a specific alignment to get into, okay? So now we're going to add back the 97-96 buster. Guys, that's the kills. That's the built-in kills. 97 and 96 are runs. If I had to take a wild guess, 97 is an outside run and 96 is likely inside, so it's probably outside zone versus inside zone. And then buster is like a short, getting, when you're hot, shit's coming at you fast. Buster's the call you're probably going to, right? And that's designated by kill. There's 3 damn kills in this. 3 damn kills. Jalen has to remember all this shit, man. So how do you do this? If you're on, dude, they have 3 kills. How the hell do they know what kill to go to? It's in the terminology, right? Kill. Kill. That's the first kill. That's 97. Kill, kill. Kill, kill. That's the second kill. That's 96. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill. That's the third kill. That's the buster. And then if you look on this play design, on the backside right of it, that's where your alert is. So you have kills, you have alerts, you have all kinds of shit built into this. And then you also have the designation for them to understand why they're not calling it at the line of scrimmage. This play is really, it's built to be looking at the X coming over. That X over route is what they're looking for. Overs and crossers are going to be big in this one, guys. Overs, crossers, and mesh are the 3 that I would really pay attention to, man. Those are the things that I think you're going to see a hell of a lot of. I do think that a lot of your over routes, that's old school West Coast offense shit. I think it's been largely replaced by the mesh stuff, that bringing in those air raid and spread concepts have kind of replaced some of those original West Coast concepts because I just think it's too easy to kind of know when to zone or man you on those things, and I think it takes it away from you. But this is the complexity of the play call. Now, obviously, you're not going to read something that damn nuanced, that damn complex, that damn convoluted if you're trying to run the 2-minute offense. If you're trying to go hurry up, it'd be impossible, guys. Can you imagine the task that would be before you if you had to do all that? Probably not. You'd probably be like, damn, Gate, I don't think that's going to happen. That's the thing, guys. That's the thing we have to watch here. This is what the West Coast offense is, man. It's very convoluted. It's very offensive coordinator driven. Do you guys get what that means now? Right? I mean, there's some built-in shit here for the quarterback. The quarterback can kill plays. There's very specific rules for killing the plays. If you go back and you actually look at Walsh's original shit, he actually builds in what the rules are for how you kill a play. So here's the audible checkoffs, right? All audibles will automatically start with a snap count of 2. Play called at the line of scrimmage, changing call made in huddle. The approach to the use of audible is as follows. Running game. Avoid running a play into a defense difficult to block. This may change from week to week according to game plan. We will play percentages with our running game, audibling out of plays without a good chance of success. If a specific run appears to have great chance of success versus a specific front, an audible call will be utilized. This call may be limited because of formation. Passing game. Audibles at line of scrimmage to attack blitzing defenses. Also to eliminate action passes into overshifted defenses. Specific blitz audibles will be part of each game plan. Definite audible rules will be established when employing play passes or action passes roles versus overshifted fronts. Forward pass audibles will also be utilized versus defenses featuring defensive substitution, unexpected nickel, etc. Guys, there's a shit ton of rules to this, right? This whole narrative about Jalen changing plays, this is made by idiots. They have no idea what the hell they're talking about. These guys have never, ever played the position. They have never, ever been involved in creating playbooks. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. And I have never done this at the NFL level either, but I do have experience at lower, high school level. I can tell you some of the narratives that they're spreading are complete and utter bullshit. They have no idea what they're talking about. They're just yapping because they don't have the experience. There's a lot of these dudes that are putting cameras in front of their face that cannot pull this shit up for you. They cannot show you it. They cannot explain it. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. Straightforward. I want to show you guys a couple more things that I think are pretty important to kind of see here. And one thing I want to show you is from Andy, because I saw this as I was kind of going around here, and it's like kind of looking over what they're trying to accomplish here. And I think it's a play call that has come underneath a lot of scrutiny of recently. I just want to show you that Andy did this shit a lot too, okay? So you have 50 dice right spread, blitz right turnpike. What's another way of looking at this and saying what the hell it is, guys? What's that route concept, dude? What is this? What's this route concept? What's another word, guys? Oh, shit. That's verts. What the hell? Andy Reid was running verts? He must not know what the hell he's doing. Oh, my God. Can these people shut the hell up because they don't know what they're talking about? Like, it's the most frustrating shit in the world, guys, because they don't know what they're talking about. They're just fucking yapping. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all's time and attention, man. I'm going to jump off here before I have an aneurysm. Hey, guys, listen, if you want more content like this, you like the scheme-specific stuff, I'll throw you up a video here. If you guys want to know a little bit more about, like, hey, Gate, where you at, man? We got more players to break down. You ain't broke down all these damn players that we've signed. I'll throw you one of the guys I have broke down in case you missed the video over here. And with that said, guys, I love and appreciate y'all so much. Thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing on these videos. And for all of you guys who have been hyping the videos recently, that's helped pushing this thing out when you hit the hype button, hey, man, it's a lot of love and appreciation on my part, guys, because you don't have to do that. It's something you're choosing to do, and you're making an obvious choice here to help me out. And, hey, man, much love and appreciation for that, guys. Peace. I'm out of here.